Hello, can everybody hear me? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Can everyone hear me? How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Wow, today is going to be a big day. Can we keep resharing the link? I can only see 19 people here that are watching. So I want to believe that will be okay, okay, okay. 28. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Good to see everyone. Good to see everyone. Please put in the chat where you are watching from, the states you are or country you are watching from. Good to see everyone. Please put in the chat where you are watching from, the states or country you are watching from. Okay, so if you are meeting me for the first time, I'm Raf the expert. I teach online. I prepare students for 11 plus and SAT exams. I teach or focus majorly on maths and science. Okay, good. So if your settings is on 480p, you may not be able to see me clearly. You can increase it to 720p. Today we are going to be introducing everything about online teaching. It's going to get us started. All right, it's going to get us started. So if you are yet to subscribe, please kindly hit the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly hit the subscribe button. Okay, 55 people are watching. Okay, that's great. That's great. It's going to get us started. So if you are yet to subscribe, please kindly hit the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly hit the subscribe button. Okay, 55 people are watching. Okay, that's great. Oh, I can see John Ikechukwu watching from Abidjan. I can see Stephen Igare watching from Lagos. Patience Williams from Abuja. Glory Ejefe. Sorry, I think that's the pronunciation, right? Glory Ejefe from Lagos. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. More people are still coming in. More people are still coming in. Can we get to 100? Can we get to 100 people? More people are still coming in. More people are still coming in. More people are still coming in. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Familugba Adewale from K2. There is no rushing anywhere. There is no rushing anywhere. I'm here with you. I'm here with you till 11 p.m. There is no rushing anywhere. Wow, Mbama Livinus from Bayelsa State. Olujoke from Ikorodu. Good evening. Chiamaka. Yeah, I'm happy to be here too. Martin Ogochukwu from Port Harcourt. Okay. I can see Samson Titilope from River State. That's good. Adetumi from Kaduna. Interesting. That's good. That's good. Okay. That's great. All right. All right. What has been the myth? Like what you think is like your doubt about online teaching? What has been the myth? Uh, what do you think has been your mindset about online teaching? Like, can you drop in the chat what you have been feeling like about online teaching since you heard about it, since you saw it? Probably you saw the 500k monthly minimum and you were attracted to join us and know how that is possible. So tell me in the chat what you are thinking about this training. Welcome. I've not started saying good evening. I've not started seeing. And what do you think about online teaching? What do you think? What do you think it is? Tell me in the chat. What do you think it is? Do you know that online teaching is not only for teachers in the classroom? Anywhere you are, you can teach online. You can be in Nigeria and teach online. You can be in Lagos. You can be in Kaduna, you can be in Ogun State, you can be in Jigawa, you can be anywhere and you would teach online from your house. From your house. Oh, those myths. I still need more myth. I still need more myth. More thoughts. What have been your thoughts about online teaching? How do you think it is? You know, we are in a digitalized stage where we need to understand how to make use of our tools. But today in this training, we are going to be addressing a lot of things in these 2 hours, right? We are going to be addressing why teaching online is the future. That's the first thing. The first thing is why teaching online is the future. why it's the future, like why it's a gold mine. Why teaching online is a gold mine. Then we are going to understand, or we are going to break down the income potential this evening. You understand how 500,000 every month minimum, at least within your first year of actively taking the steps I'm going to explain in the weekly trainings or sections we are going to be doing on this channel. You understand how possible it is to actually make that amount of money. All right. All right. And then we are going to look or stretch into the myth and the realities of online teaching, because I can tell you that online teaching is not a get rich quick scheme where you would put, you just come in and you see money. Like that is not how it works. We are going to see how it works. Like we're going to understand how it works today. So if you observe what I'm using right now is Google Meet. At least you can see that that is where you can see my video from, right? Google Meet. So, but it doesn't mean that I'm streaming with Google Meet though. I'm using some other platform to stream. But you can see right here that I'm using Google Meet, and Google Meet is a way that we can now communicate. So let's look at more meets in the chat. Oh, I can see I can see Mary. It looks impossible because people make it look like it's an imaginary work and it's not really real. Okay, I can also see, I feel it will take me to meet different pupils around the world. Yes, that's very possible. You can meet a whole lot of people around the world through online teaching. Okay, I can see Chinonso Anyanwu. Online teaching is actually an opportunity to teach one-on-one, but will still have challenges with the tools to use. Okay, that will no longer be a challenge. You've met Raf today. It cannot be a challenge anymore. We have John Oniko from Port Harcourt. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Yes, it looks impossible, but it's possible. It seems impossible when you are just starting out, but when you put your mind to it, you put your determination, you do what others are not doing. When others are probably resting, you are doing one or two things to put up your day at least for the next day. So there is more to it. Aside from the myth, we are also going to look at personal teaching brand. So we have like 4 things to cover today before I give you your home task, or what I call your assignment for the week before our next training. I believe we are ready. We are ready. We are ready. We are ready, because like this is the whole introductory segment. This is just your introductory segment. So if you are joining, if you are joining us and you are meeting me for the first time, I introduced myself earlier. I'm Raf the expert and I teach online. I've also been in the classroom too. Don't just know that I've also had experience teaching in the classroom, and it has really, really been a great experience for me. That's really been a great experience for me. It all started, I'll probably start from my experiences. So I'm Raf the expert. I teach online, math, science. These are my main focus. I don't teach any other subject. If you tell me to come and teach you English, I will tell you I have tutors that can teach English, and immediately I will assign tutor for that subject. So English is not what I will teach. Does it mean I cannot teach it? Well, it could be, but I prefer to focus on a particular aspect so that I deliver better. And I'll prefer to give some other teachers that teach English superbly well, exceptionally well, and has gotten results to teach. So does it mean that you watching me don't have results? Well, you have. It's just that you need a way to translate that result into online teaching. You already have what it takes in the classroom. Even if you've not entered classrooms in some states or in some countries, you are just in Nigeria. Imagine me, I'm teaching students in the UK, I'm teaching students in the US, I'm teaching students in different places, different locations. In Ireland, do you understand? All of those places, have I taught in their classrooms before? Of course, no. I'm in Nigeria here. So, how then do I understand how to teach them? That's the reason for this training. We need to understand how possible it is to translate our teaching. For you to understand that teaching online, you cannot limit yourself. All you have to do is to understand some certain things, some certain principles, and you are good to go. You just keep duplicating the same process again and again and again and again and again, and the numbers keep increasing. Yes, let's see. Yeah, it's a gold mine, Mary. It's a gold mine, but needs upgrading and consistency. You're right. It's a gold mine. Welcome, Areomi. Oh, is it Areomi? Okay, Areo Michael. All right, sorry about that. Areo Michael, welcome. Nice to meet everyone here. Okay, so let's see what it is. Teaching online is the future. Do you know why? From my understanding of PGD, I came to understand, like, since I started my program through PGD till now, and my experience as an online tutor who have also taught in the classroom. In short, I just left the classroom recently. Recently, but then I'm still involved. Like, I still miss the classroom as much as I teach online. I still miss the classroom, but the truth is that the financial potential you would see in the classroom, it's limiting. Aside from that, the number of people that you are likely going to be able to meet in the classroom is limiting. Imagine, check the number of people that you are teaching in your class. Check the number of people that you are teaching in your class. Do you actually meet them, or you just see them? They are just in the classroom. Remember, that's why it's very easy for a teacher to resign today, and after 1 week, 2 weeks, the students have moved on. Even if you were their class teacher, even if you were their lesson teacher, I can tell you that within 1 week to 2 weeks, most of them, if not all, must have moved on. It's very few that it may extend to 3 weeks or a month. Do you understand? So this just gives you the idea that you, in as much as you are passionate about your work, think about the future. Think about where you see yourself in the next 10 to 20 years from this thing you love. From this thing you love doing, because you need to love teaching. You need to love teaching before you can see it as not to be a job. Like, you need to love it. Why people do so well in this work is because they love what they are doing. They are not just here alone for the money, but they are here to give their best, to give optimum impact, and make the best impact possible in every single child that they meet. What makes it different here is that you are now exposed to different global perspectives. Whereas in the Nigerian setting or in the classroom, you are only exposed to the Nigerian curriculum. You only know Beke. You only know common entrance. You only know WAEC and JAMB. Do you know 11 plus? Do you know what goes on in Ireland? Do you know what goes on in Scotland? What kind of news do you listen to? Are you only watching TVC, and you're only watching a I don't know what else that you watch, ITV, on TV, DSTV, whatever. I don't know whatever channels that you watch. What do you watch? What do you watch? What do you impact? Is it only Nigeria that you focus on? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yes, so yes, so I can see, yes, yes, I can see it's going to take you to meet more people. Exactly. So teaching is the future. That's the point I'm driving at. Teaching is the future. Teaching online is the future. Online is the future. Teaching online is the future. Teaching online is the future. There are a lot of things that could go down. Imagine AI taking people's jobs, but to a very great extent, teaching still needs personalized understanding, right? You still need interactions. So that's why teaching is still a gold mine. The classroom is no longer four walls. Like Nigerian teachers who learn to teach online today are positioning themselves. They are positioning themselves because there is a great shift happening in the online space. All right. Parents are willing to go extra mile to do personalized lessons for their children. If you are well positioned, if you put yourself here and say, I teach maths, and you show that you can teach these maths well, and you are well positioned, you are in the right platforms and the right communities, you interact with like-minded people, you are not of the mindset that is limiting. You're not of the mindset that is limiting. You don't limit yourself. You see beyond what you are at the moment. Because I see reality as what you see for yourself. It's not where you are right now. Where you are right now is not real. Well, where you are right now, you say that is what it is at the moment. But I see reality as what where you see yourself, because it's where you see yourself that you push yourself to be, right? You want to be a global tutor. You want to understand several concepts that happens in the world. You want to understand the different methods, the different online techniques that people use to get clients, to position themselves, to put themselves out there. Then you need to strategically understand yourself and visualize yourself in a better space. So I want you to put it in the chat now, where, like, put before where you are right now. Maybe you can put a range. Maybe you are making between so amount as an educator. Where do I see myself? And how much should I probably be making? Also put it in a range. So I want to see your comments in the chat. Give yourself a range. You are probably making, maybe you are teaching part time, because it's not even only full time that actually suffers it. Even some part time teachers suffers it. If I tell you that there are some teachers, maybe it's Lagos that they are still making a lot of money, right? And Abuja and Port Harcourt. If you go to states like maybe Edo State and some other rural areas, Jigawa, there are different states in Nigeria now, that the ones that you've never even gone to before. But there are schools there. There are teachers there. So put it in the chat. You are probably making maybe 20K, 30K, maybe 50,000. I don't know how much, but put it in a range. Maybe what you are making right now in a whole month is like 20 to 50,000. I'm just saying. As a part-time, I don't know, probably full-time teachers may be earning around that 50 to 70,000, probably minimum wage. Some people don't even earn up to minimum wage. Some people still earn 30,000 naira in the classroom. Some people still earn 20,000. Some people still earn 20,000 naira in a classroom, and you will still be there to receive insult. You'll be like, they'll be like, do you know that? Do you know how much we are paying? The school fees of such a school may be 10,000, maybe 15,000, and on top of that, you are receiving insult. All right, and is that where you see yourself in the next 10 to 20 years? Is that where you are willing to stay? Is that where you are willing to stay for the next 20 years? Where do you see yourself? What do you see yourself doing? What do you see yourself achieving? Passion cannot take you anywhere. Oh. Passion cannot take you anywhere alone. Just passion alone. Eh-eh. Passion alone. It cannot take you anywhere. I want to see your comments, your chats, your message. Drop it so that you understand from what point that I'm coming from. Before I said I want to start this 1,000 teachers, I want you to understand what I felt. I want to understand what I felt, so that when you are putting yourself out there, you know exactly what you are doing with your life. Yes, you know exactly what you are doing with your life. Glory, is 100k your where you see yourself, or is that what you are making at the moment? Okay, probably. Okay, 100k. Okay. Steven Nigari, 150 to 200k teaching. In 10 years, I'm no longer working for anybody. That is good. I'm no longer working for anybody. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm still waiting for more people in the chat. I'm still waiting for more response in the chat. More response, more response, more response, more responses. More responses. Okay, at the moment, all right. Okay. All right. I can see Olusegun 60 to 70,000 naira monthly. Okay, great. Great. So the target is very high. We are targeting at least 500k within the next one. We are saying 10 years. 10 years is very long. True. When you give yourself targets, don't be 10 years is too long. Tell yourself in the next 6 months, in the next 9 months, what am I going to be using my life to do in the next 2 months? Okay, after 1 year, what can I? Well, 10 years is good, but then it's 10 years is 10 years is long. Go. If you analyze 10 years now is long. What can you do? You know what someone can achieve in 10 years? Like somebody that is in secondary school, they have even gotten married and given birth to, and maybe it will be in the same school. A teacher that taught that student will now be teaching the child. So check it. Or maybe even the grandson. Who knows? Check it. 10 years is a long time. Where do you see yourself? Give yourself something that you can achieve. It's very possible. There are certificates to push forward. You understand? There are certifications. Now you may also be complaining about your money, the money you're making, and all of that. You also need to learn how to open your hand and release money. Yes, I did this training. I made it free. Didn't ask for anything. I wanted the change to come forth. I just wanted to create a legacy. Do you understand? Like, does it mean I cannot charge for it? Of course I can. I can charge for it. And when I charge, people will pay. But that was not the aim. The aim, if I was to charge, maybe I would see 20 people. Yes, I will make money, but that was not the target. That was not the aim. My aim was to reach 1,000 people. And you see, this is what I'm doing at the moment. I can tell you that in the last 2 years, if you had told me that I would see 1,000 people on a live stream, I will tell you that is not possible. Like, maybe not possible, but like, I will tell you it's possible, but probably not now. Do you understand? So where you see yourself in the next 1 year, in the next 6 months, in the next, there are a lot of teachers that are doing way more. A lot of teachers that are doing 7 figures, 8 figures in this space. Yes. Yes, so we are getting to the interesting part where we are going to analyze a whole lot of things right now. A whole lot of things, all right? We are getting to the interesting part where we are going to analyze a whole lot of things. We are getting to that part where we'll start analyzing the income breakdown. Yes, the income breakdown. We need to analyze the income breakdown. What really happens? Like, how do people really make this much? The income breakdown. We are going to look at that. We are going to look at that. We are going to look at that soon. I still want to see in 3 to 5 years. Okay, only Oniko John, in 3 to 5 years, to be independent and relevant to my generation, as well as give back to the society. Ami, amen, amen to everything. Still give yourself a bigger goal beyond. You see, your family will see from you normally. Yes, your generation will see from you. What is the legacy? Like, if you die now, what will they remember you for? Is See, aside, what will they remember you for? Will anybody even know that you existed? Will anybody know that that you are existing? That is what you should be thinking about. What you can put yourself i- i- out there so that people will know that you exist, even if maybe not the whole world will know. Now imagine Dangote wants to introduce himself. If I want to introduce myself now, I will need to tell you I am Rav the expert. I teach students maths and science, 11 plus and SAT in the UK and all of that. I'm a learning consultant and all of that. If Aliko Dangote wants to introduce himself, he will just tell you, hello, I am Aliko Dangote. That is all. You already know who Aliko Dangote is. He does not need to expatiate. He does not need to repeat himself. You already know. You already know what he's doing. The media carries it. He doesn't beg for the media to carry information. It carries it. So once it comes out, you know Aliko Dangote. That means if anything happens to that man now, you will know. You will hear it before it even, as it's happening. You are there's like it is being streamed. It is being streamed. Do you understand? So you see yourself beyond just you. I know you are. I know from where you are coming from. You know where you overdream. It's now looking like you are overdoing. Please overdo. When you overdo, it's better to target. Let's say somebody wants to get to 5 story, right? Maybe at the top. It's better the person target 10 story and the person lands at 5 story than for the person to target two story and end up on the ground floor. Do you understand? It doesn't make sense. Do you get? It doesn't make sense. So target something big. Target something huge for yourself. Target something huge for yourself. Yes, currently you are making over 300k monthly. That is great, huge. That is huge. And see myself making 1 to 2 million through online teaching. Exactly, 300k for where you are probably coming from is huge, right? So, but will you stay there? No, you will not stay there. You keep taking yourself to higher points. Higher points. You keep you keep pushing yourself. You keep pushing yourself. You don't do the ordinary things anymore. You do extraordinary. You don't do extraordinary. You don't just do extraordinary because I said you should, because you see yourself doing it. So you need to see yourself doing it and you do it. Do you understand? You see yourself doing it and you do it. That means you may have not gotten to that point, but you see yourself getting to that point and you keep pushing. It's it, you will land somewhere that is better than where you are at this point. So in a moment, I would be analyzing the breakdown. I'll be analyzing the breakdown of uh what people make online, actual amounts that people make online. So we'll be doing an income potential breakdown, an income potential breakdown, an income potential breakdown. That's what we'll be doing right now. Yes, so yes, we are going somewhere right now. 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 So let's yeah, I'm still seeing the comments in the chat, which is impressive. Which is impressive. All of these will be answered. Well, it may not be answered in one stream, but this stream specifically is to change your mindset. Requirements to teach online. You do some people they think that you need to have all the certificates in the world to teach online. Not really. Teaching online is already a you can do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can teach online. As far as the person has the zeal to teach online and is willing to learn and upgrade every time to remain relevant, because it will not be nice when you start and you stop halfway and you have to go back again and restart, which happens to some people definitely. So even you that is watching may start teaching online tomorrow, may start teaching online today, and later you would say, I'm no more interested in teaching online again, let me just go and do some other thing. Maybe I'll go and do, I don't know what your other plans are. Some people here, they are in the financial markets. They buy stocks, they trade forex, they do investments, mutual funds, and all of that. That we cannot cover in one stream. That's the reason why this was splitted into weeks. So definitely we are getting somewhere. I want you to understand the potential of making that much, that money. I want to understand the potential of making that much. Do you understand? I want to understand the potential of making that much. So I'm going to open a whole lot of things. I'm going to open my OneNote. I'm going to also open my calculator, and let's see how you may need to bring out your calculator right now, because we're about to do some math. We are about to understand how this is possible, so that when you see it happening, you know that it's not magic. It's not magic now. It's not magic. And I will start with the lowest point. With the lowest point. I don't know how well you negotiate. I don't know how well you do your marketing. I don't know how well, but this is like the least point that you are starting with. Do you understand? We are going to do some calculations right now, and let's see where we get to. Yes, I want to know if you are there with your calculator already. Yes, with your calculator, because we're about to do some income breakdowns. We're about to do some income breakdowns of what it seems like or what it looks like in the online teaching space. We are here to do some breakdowns right now. We are here to do some breakdowns. Yeah, so I want to believe everybody can see my screen. You can see my note, and you can also see the calculator. You can see my note, and you can also see the calculator. I want to believe you can see my note and you can also see the calculator. So imagine, yeah, let me see. Okay, great. Your calculator, pen, and yeah, and notepad is ready. Yes, great. You are earning 45 to 60. Good. And you want to see yourself earning between 200 to 250 k monthly. That's I'm probably sure you'll be able to achieve it before December. You should be able to achieve that. Well, everybody have their different journeys. So in as much as I said you can achieve within 6 months, it also depends on how well you push yourself. And you see, this whole system of online teaching is a lot. Now, that's why I want to analyze this. Now, I want to tell you that the number of teachers we have in Nigeria alone, all right, number of teachers, I'm not saying the ones with TRCN, oh, they are around 4 million. They are around 4 million naira. I said naira. 4 million teachers. You see, money. I'm already thinking about of money. 4 million teachers. 4 million teachers, yo. uh I just want to have my calculator here too as well. That's why. So 4 million teachers. That is what we have. So these 4 million. I'm literally laughing at myself right now. 4 million teachers, please. Now, you see these 4 million teachers, we have about 1 million plus, right, that have TRCN. Now, do you see why I'm diverting towards this now? Does it mean that TRCN is not important? Of course it is. Do you need to have TRCN before you teach online? Of course not. You don't necessarily need to have TRCN before you start teaching online. Because even so many of our schools now don't even employ teachers with TRCN, because how much are they really paying that they will be looking for teachers with TRCN? Once TRCN becomes hot cake, it means that the salary of teachers maybe per time will start making like 1 million twice in a week, maybe, because a lot of teachers don't have TRCN. All right, but TRCN is important, right? Now, I also want you to compare how many students you have in your class right now that you teach only, like you teach maths. I'm sure that a lot of classrooms, they have between 10 to 60 students if you are teaching in a primary or secondary school. This is what I want to believe. It even goes wild when you check university students or students in the university. You notice that there are much more students in the classroom, all right, versus the ratio, that is students to teachers ratio. So imagine 20, let's just say the average of this is like 35 students to one teacher, all right, to one teacher. Note that there are some students that they are not even in school. I'm just saying the ones that are in school. And I want to believe that this 10 to 60 should be like the average for both mid schools or mid-range schools and high level schools, right? Schools that are doing so well, that they are doing numbers. Now, let's say that for example, this is the number of students that you have online. This is the number of students that you teach online, that you have occupied yourself with. All right? That is the number of students that you have occupied yourself with. Probably you are teaching each of these students 1 hour per week. 1 hour per week. You are teaching these students 1 hour per week. All right? So we are going to look at number of students. Number of students. We are also going to look at, I'm just going to make this a full screen so that it's going to be enough. You look at number of students, you look at number of hours, because hours in this industry is very, very crucial. You look at, so this number of hours is per week. Then you now check your like how many weeks, right? How many weeks? Then you still check the cost per hour. So that will now give you your total. Now, I'm not saying you've not even gotten your first student, or maybe you are at your 5th student, or probably your 10th student, or maybe you've even going to 20. But I can say that averagely this should be like the max. A lot of people who teach online, that they teach with their time, right? They are not giving other people to teach for them. They are teaching with their time. They usually teach between an average of 30 hours to 50 hours per week. People that they've already gotten students per week, they are probably teaching 30 hours to 50 hours per week. Do you understand? Now, looking at this, let's say that it's only 1 hour you are teaching a child. As time goes on, your schedule would even get occupied, and most of all this teaching usually happen in the evenings. All right, most of the time it happens in the evenings. So how possible it is, these evenings you will literally work between, let's say you close from school around 3 p.m., 4 p.m., you may get home around 4:30, or maybe around 4:45, or maybe around 5, depending on how fast you get home. It's possible for you to teach from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. as a full-time teacher. I'm talking to full-time teachers now that teach from morning. They leave their house around 6. They get to school around 7, all right, or before 7, and they stay in school till around 4. Some even stay till 5 in school. Some people even start their online teaching in the school. Some people start their online teaching in the school. Some people, they probably started a free section with a child just to gain experience, and there are several experiences. Maybe one day, one of these sections where I will talk about experiences that I've heard from teachers, life experience I've heard from teachers. A lot of teachers, they've seen a lot in this teaching space. Now you are teaching from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. That is 4 hours. 4 hours. All right, 4 hours. That is 4 hours. All right. Sadat Audio, I hope you can see my OneNote clearly. I hope you can see it clear. I hope it's big enough. Yeah, I actually want to know if you can see my screen. I hope you can. I hope it's big enough. I hope it's big enough. I hope it's big now. I hope it's big enough. 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 All right. So, all right. All right. All right. All right. See, there is nothing that is impossible. You can teach anybody online. You can teach kindergarten online. As far as the person has, as far as the person can hear, the person have eyes, the person can listen, can, like, the person can hear now. The person has, there is a book, or there is a way the person can write on their pad. They have hands, they can write, they can see, they can hear. What other thing do you need? It's only internet and power supply. That is all that you need with your gadget. That is all you need, oh. Internet, power supply, and your gadget. You as an educator, you would then need to understand the tools. That is all. You need to understand pricing. You need to understand, like, how to charge per hour and all of that. You need to understand how to source for clients. You need to understand visibility, social visibility, online, social media. You need to understand all of those things so that you can reach out to more people. You understand? You can reach out to your potential clients. And beyond online teaching, there is more to teaching than just in the classroom. There is even more to it. Online teaching is one aspect of teaching. There is a whole lot of things in teaching. If I begin to analyze now in terms of figures, you'll be shocked at how much you can make in this teaching space. So looking at this now, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily equals to 4 hours. Now, if you check these 4 hours in a week, if you are teaching 4 hours every day, you'll be working for around 28 hours per week. 28 hours per week. Now there are still some full-time teachers, they go on to teach in the night around 12 to 1 a.m. in the morning. All right, around 12 to 1 a.m. in the morning. Now that 12 a.m. to 1 a.m., let's say they are teaching this daily, that will be equals to 7 hours. All right, it's literally 1 times 7, that is 7. So we are going to have 7 hours as well in the night. That will be a total of 35 hours per week. All right, so if you check this clearly, you will see that it's very possible to teach minimum of, or I can say maximum, depending on how your energy can go, because after teaching full time in the classroom, it's not easy to teach for 4 hours, for 5 more hours in a day. Your sleep, you may not, there's definitely going to affect your sleep. So your sleep routine, it will affect it. It all depends. So that's why you see a whole lot of online teachers or online educators, they probably left the classroom, or they've resolved to teaching part-time because they don't want to lose hold of the classroom. Like there is uh, uh, this kind of attraction that it keeps drawing them to the classroom, and they now start teaching part-time. It all depends on what they are teaching part-time though, or what the school wants as part-time teachers, right? So you see that 35 is possible. So let's say that each student is only 1 hour you teach them. Only 1 hour that you teach them. That would be a total of 35 hours. Note that that will be 35 students times 1 hour. That is 35 hours. So how many weeks? How many weeks? Literally, it's likely going to be 4 weeks. It's likely going to be 4 weeks. All right, so 4 weeks most likely, or let's even say number of days. How many days? Because if I just say 4 weeks, it's not, so I will call it 30 days. All right, 30 days. So we'll work with 30 days. I will not work with weeks, we'll work with days. So let's say 30 days, and you are charging as low, as low as only 4,000. As low as only 4,000. Eh? Are you listening to this? Only 4,000 naira that you are charging. Oh, only 4,000 naira that you are charging. All right, per, so that is per week. Yeah. So I think I will work with weeks instead of days. I think I'll work with weeks instead of days, because weeks, since we start with per week, I will resolve to 4 weeks. So you will now do this math. 35 students times 1 hour times 4 weeks times 4,000. Tell me how much is the total? Only 4,000. Oh, but this is number of hours you are teaching in a week across 4 weeks. You know, there are some months that will have some extra days, but it's not going to be exactly 5 days. It's usually 4 weeks and few days. So let's neglect those few days alone. Let's leave those extra few days. Tell me how much you will make with 35 hours in total times 4 weeks times 4,000. Tell me how much it is. Tell me how much it is. If you are a language teacher, you are hot cake. You teach Yoruba, and you can teach online. There are a lot of people outside there from Nigeria. They are looking for Yoruba teachers. They are looking for Yoruba teachers. They are looking for Yoruba teachers. Do this calculation. Do this calculation for me. Do this calculation for me. 35 times, I'm doing it now. 35 times 1 times 4. Oh yeah, times 4,000. Tell me what you are seeing on the screen. Tell me what you are seeing. 35 times 1 times 4 times 4,000. Tell me what you are seeing on the screen. 560,000. Exactly. Exactly. You need to understand this concept. One can go straight to the point. I actually see where you are coming from. And that's the whole point. Like, that's the whole reason why these sections were broken down into weekly sections, so that it's going to be a gradual process. I am assuming that you do not understand what is going on in the online space, and one section of 2 hours cannot put you through. It's not enough, except you just want me to jump to the end. And if I jump to the end, you will come back to ask me for the beginning. You may get yourself in a situation where you are unable to hold yourself anymore. The control could be there will be a level of control. You need to you need to understand that this money is possible. If you understand that this money is possible, when it start coming, you no longer see it as impossible. So this is 560,000 that is here for only 1 hour. They say 1 hour. And 1 hour individually. I'm not saying group class itself. You can even make this much. Some people, they make money with group classes. They will say group classes of 5, group classes of 6. Some people will say group classes of 4, 7, 6, 5. It all depends. They now have several group classes, and it will be in the same 1 hour, and they will charge them. And it's possible that they pay this kind of amount of money or even more. Now there are people that now scale up. They now scale to the point where, so this is one hour per student. Some people may not have up to. It could be, let's say they have only 17 students. They now have, each of those students, they have 2 hours. It's still the same thing. Oh. You now times it by 4. You times it by 4,000. You will notice that you are also making that much, right? You are also making that much. So let's now say that we scale. Let's say that we change this 4,000 now. Let's say we change this 4,000 to 5,000. Let's change it to 5,000 so that you understand what I'm like, where the scaling is actually coming from. So that will be 140. Let's say that it's now 5,000 that we are charging. Do you understand? The 5,000 is it means that your 560 has changed to 700k. That is, if this is how you are occupied. It may not start from 35 students. You can't start from 35 students. You will start from 1 first. 1, it will grow to 2. 2 will grow to 5. 5 can grow to 10. 10 can grow to 15, 20 students, just like that, until your whole schedule is filled up, to the point that you may now be looking for daytime hours self. If you are no more in the classroom, or probably that you are a part-time teacher, you can now start looking for daytime online tutoring, because there are some countries, especially US and Canada. You can see daytime, afternoon, around 2 p.m. like this. You'll be seeing possibilities to get classes. So this is very possible. Now imagine you are now charging. You are probably not getting anything less than 10,000 naira. This will be 1.4 million. If it's 10, so imagine you scale from 4,000 to 5,000 to 7,000 to 10,000. At some point you will not be able to take more students. Anyone you take, you will be looking for teachers that will help you. You'll be looking for teachers that will help you. Do you understand? So you need to understand this. You need to understand this so that you will know where you are going to. You will know how to scale. So that, because that is how you get classes. You will be the one that will be running away from classes. I'm telling you. The energy, you may start losing yourself if you are not careful. Yes. So you need to understand yourself, understand your abilities, build your skill, make it show. Let people understand that this is what you do. It's not that you will come to the online space and you'll be saying that you can teach biology, chemistry, physics, history, geography, computer science, robotics. You can teach everything. How? Just choose 1 or 2 that you can teach well. If there is any extra, maybe a maximum of 3. If you can teach maths and science, that's good. There are other relatable ones under maths. Like if you are teaching, that is what they call NVR in 11 plus. It's not everybody it's not every maths teacher that can teach 11 plus NVR, non-verbal reasoning. So these are some of the things that you need to understand. We are going to the next segment now. We are going to the next segment now. Know that this is, like I told you before, that this is the introductory aspect of it. You need to understand yourself. You need to fix your mindset and be willing to do more than what you are seeing on my screen. This thing you are seeing on my screen is an example. Is an example. You can do more than that. 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 All right, so I can see I can see in this. I can see in this. I can see in the chart. I can see in the chart. I can see in the chat. Please ask your questions in the chat. Ask your questions in the chat. Ask your questions in the chat. Because we are going to the next section now for today, which will be our third section. Which will be our third section. Which will be our third section. I actually want to engage. Note that I'm not going to over push. Your questions is what pushes me now. So if you ask me question, you will force a whole lot of things from my mouth. Ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. Ask to show that you've even heard or understood anything today from what I've said, because it's very easy to say, John, go straight to the point. All of these maths is not seeming real, but this is reality here. This is the maths. You can screenshot this. This is the maths. This is the maths. You see that it's possible, right? It's very much possible. It's very much possible. Only teaching 5 hours in a day maximum. How many hours do you spend in your classroom? Let's even start from there. How many hours do you spend in your classroom per day? You don't spend less than 9 to 10 hours in a day. When you wake up in the morning by 6, not by 6, sorry, by 5, you prepare, some people even wake up by 4 now. You cook, you prepare your children. For those that are married, those that are single, you prepare yourself. Maybe you even marked the previous night till 10 in the night. Then you finally woke up by 4 or 5 in the morning. You've gotten ready. You left your house by 6. From that 6, you started working. Even if you enter transport and all of that, transport is even one of it. You will enter transport. You will spend time on the road, so you understand the time that you are spending, so that when I say that this is possible and you can do more than this, you will understand that it's very possible. When you spend transport, you now get to school around 6:45 or 7. Work has actually started. It's possible that everybody is on duty. Maybe you say, hey, you have like 30 more minutes before assembly period to do what? Is it really for yourself? You are probably going to mark some notes that is on your table. Mathematics teachers, you can actually relate. You are going to mark those books on your table. From that point, you head to the assembly ground. Let's say you are not the one that is on duty and you are not in charge of the assembly. You will be monitoring students. Maybe at that point that will be the only time you will scroll your phone. That may be the only time you will have to check WhatsApp chats and all of those things. Maybe I'm just saying, because some people don't even have that. They don't even have such time. They can't check emails. They don't know that sending emails is a thing. Like sending, when they hear you are sending emails, as can't you not just call the person? Is there no way to just chat the person? This thing is possible, right? So you need to understand that all this is possible with only 5 hours maximum in a day of teaching online. It is not as simple as it sounds. But if you, who is a full-time teacher, can do from 6 in the morning to 4 or 5 in the afternoon or evening, why won't 5 hours online every day be very possible? Moreover, you are talking to students, they are not bigger than you now, even how old? Between 4 years to 18 years. There are some people say that they want to learn English. Let me talk about English language. Some people want to learn English and they are already working. The important thing is you are talking to human beings. These are the people that are paying you. You know that every of your minutes matters. Every of their minutes also matters. You understand that this time is precious and they are willing to pay you for your time. So you should also be willing to respect their time. I'm talking to those teachers that they used to come, like they used to be very late, maybe to their classes. When they have a class that's supposed to start by so time, they will enter the class when it's halfway through. It also depends on how the time is being managed in the school too. Do you understand? But what I want you to understand right now is that timing is a very important concept in online teaching. You should take note of that. We've talked about what online teaching is. We've talked about who online teaching is for. We've talked about the possibilities of it being a long-term potential earning route for you because it's a gold mine, right? You can leverage on people. We've also talked about potential income. And now we've talked about timing. Timing is a core concept in online teaching. You cannot fix class for 5 p.m. and you'll be entering class by 5:15. That is not professional though. You cannot be doing that. You need to understand that these people you agreed on to meet by so time, you need to meet them by that time. So you need to also take note of timing. If you know that you will not be able to make it by 12 a.m. in the midnight to teach a Canadian student who by that time is 6 p.m. in the evening by that time, right? Then don't take it. Don't take it. It's better you take what you can handle and protect your integrity, protect yourself, protect your personality than for you to take the one that will kill you or the one that will destroy your personality. Do you understand? So it's good that you take what you can handle. Everybody's hand is not equal. Some people can teach 10 classes in a day. English, they'll be teaching 10, 12. They are no more working in the classroom. They're teaching 10, 12 in a day. They are earning in dollars. They are earning in different currencies. This one I'm showing you is even in naira. And whatsoever it is, even if it's 100,000 you start making on the online space, maybe you are coming from 10,000, 15,000, 30,000. That is growth. You have made growth. You have made a move. You have grown from one stage to another stage. So even if it's 100k you started making from your 30k, that is growth, and I will celebrate it. 500k, very possible. Over 500, very possible. Over 1 million, very possible. What is your capability? Now you'll be wondering, what if I cannot handle 5 hours in a day? There are other ways you can leverage. When you've gotten to the point that your hands can hold, please start looking for your personal clients that you will spread to people. So this is a technique that I use. The companies that I work for, I prefer to be taking more of their classes. I'll be taking more of it. My hands are now full. I now start getting personal students. I will not drop the people that I'm teaching for. I will not drop the companies. That may be a very wrong move, because those people are getting clients consistently. As clients drop from their end, as professional as they are, they still lose clients. So how much you that is just new into the business, you now want to start dropping from them? If you're already with a company, learn to keep up with that company and deliver. When you start getting your personal clients, then you spread to other teachers. When the teachers you are spreading it to, which you are monitoring, You are in charge of those classes. You are the one that they are paying to pay those people. So you know how you now negotiate so that you can pay yourself for monitoring those administration. We cannot talk about pricing in this class today, but you can see your potential earning. I want to check the charts because I've been talking. I've been talking. This my throat is getting dried. I want to check chart. Oh, I want to check chart. Oh, how do we charge foreign teaching per hour? Foreign, what they call it? Let me see the chart. Oh, how do we charge foreign teaching per hour? Okay, foreigners teaching per hour. Okay, most of the time you will see Nigerians that are already in the diaspora. All right, why do they need us? Let me tell you why they will come back to you as a Nigerian. If you search online, you check the hourly rate of these Europeans or these people staying in England citizens, people that live in London, England, Ireland, and all of those, the amount their teachers charge them is way higher. Some of those teachers charge £40, 30, 20, between 20 to £40 per hour. Per hour. So why will they come to us? Because they can get it for a fraction of that amount. They can get it for £5 from us, right? They can get it for £10 from us, is it not? So even if you check that £5, you see that £5 is even more than 4,000. So some of these companies may charge £5, £10, £15. Is less than the £20. Why some of them they get mind, like they really have the mind. They can charge £20. Then they will pay you how much? Maybe £3 or £2.5, which is like 5,000. £2.5 is approximately 5,000. So some people even pay less than that, depending on how much they charged. You don't expect someone to charge £5, which is around 10,000, all right, around 10,000, to now pay you 10,000 per hour. No, now the person will pay you like 4,000 or 5,000 naira per hour. If the person was able to see a client of £15, it's possible that the person start paying you 5,000, 6,000 naira per hour. Now notice that the people that are operating this, they may now need to employ administrators that will observe and monitor, that will monitor things for you. So you see that what we are talking about here, we've not even gone into the main thing. Oh, you need to understand the business of it, because if you don't understand the business of it, you can't make money from it. You can't make money from it when you don't understand the business of it. You need to understand the business of this game, of what you are into. So if you know that you are getting value, I want to believe that by the next section, by the next weekly section, you are bringing like 10 to 15 teachers to this place. So by the time you start talking to somebody that of what you've heard in this section today, you start explaining to them, you know that this your head that you used to come to this section today, it has filled up. You need to be writing, because all this thing I'm saying, I don't know, like it's coming from within. You may not hear it as like exactly the way I'm saying it in the next time. You may not hear it exact. So if you are not writing, you are losing. You are just losing. If you are not writing down, you are just losing. Sincerely, you are just losing. We are moving to another segment. Immediately. We are moving to another segment. So tell me or ask me questions, because we are going to the next one. The myths. The myths and realities. I used this to start the class initially. So now we are getting back to it. Some of you may have actually heard of some things like this. We are getting back to it. Are you all ready? For the next segment? Tell me the myths and realities. MYTH. Myth. Reality, reality, reality. Tell me if you are ready for me. I'm going back to my full to my screen to my video now. Myths and realities. We are about going into that. What are the myths and realities of online teaching? What are the myths and realities? 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 Tell me. A very common myth is that you need expensive equipment to start. That is a very huge myth. That you need expensive equipment to start. This is my own. Oh, this is the one that I compiled. That you need expensive equipment to start. You need expensive laptop. You need expensive everything. Everything is just everything is it has to just be perfect before you actually start. How will you make that money? You that is making 30,000 in the classroom, 100,000, and you are waiting till when you buy everything. You may not finish buying it in 2 years, even in 4 years sef, you may not finish buying it. Check it. You that you have been planning to buy refrigerator since or freezer. You've been saving ajo 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. You've been how much has it gathered? How much has it gathered when you've not you it's 2,000? No, but you know that it's possible for you to buy a small freezer, a small fridge that has a small freezer on top that you can start with first. But you want to save for that freezer that is 1.2 million, and you are saving 2,000 every month. How many years will it take for you to achieve it? How many years? Is it not better for you to start with what you have? Start with what you have and see if you can start making money first from it. Then as you are making money from it, you start buying your gadgets. But when you are waiting and you say, I need to buy this, I need to buy that, I need to buy this, you are wasting your time. You are wasting your time, and this time that you are wasting is valuable. Is valuable. When I'm talking about time, when you start teaching the online space, you understand the value of time. You understand the value of time in this online space. You need to understand it and work with it. Some of you are teaching in the classroom. Closing time is 3 or 4. When the other time you have left, you are not using it to make money. So what are you using it to do? You are not even using it to grow yourself. You are not doing any professional development. You only waste extra time in the school. You will not do any extra thing for yourself, and the next day you are coming tired to the classroom. You are coming tired to the classroom. No time to rest, no time to think, no time to do anything for yourself. You just lavish the time just like that. You don't even plan things. How long will you wait till you get maybe you've seen some of all those online tutors that are online. They've gotten 2 monitors. They've gotten what have they gotten? Maybe they've gotten huge solar system that is powering all their house, all their apartments. Maybe some of them may have bought a car, some may have bought a house, some may have even started building huge. Some of them they even own schools. Some of them they are paying teachers worth more than 10 million every month in salaries. And you are using that to limit yourself. It's like, I cannot just get to this point. Who told you that those people got to that point in one day? Some of those people, when you ask them, you'll be surprised that some of them they once made 4,000 in a month. And you are waiting till when you get to how much do you want to wait for till you get before you start? Start. You don't need a smartphone, stable data, quiet environment, quiet corner. If you have power bank, that is enough. I don't know how long your phone used to last. You have power bank and phone. You have internet on your phone. You have Which other thing? Quiet environment. Which other thing do you need? If you don't have headset, use earpiece. Use earpiece. Get earpiece. Go to a quiet environment and have your class. Just have a very good smartphone, a very good one, a very good one, because that your smartphone is what you use to do your social media. Is that your smartphone that you use to communicate with parents? Is that your smartphone that you use to do conference call? Is that your their Zoom has whiteboard. Some teachers, they usually screenshot their Zoom whiteboard and save it in Google Drive. Some people do that. They save it, and Google Drive is on your phone. You can update your screenshots. You just create folders for each student. If you get a student, you create folders. So why can't you not? The only thing you'll be spending is maybe 7,000 on Zoom. But let's even assume that, let's even say that you are not going to use, you can share Zoom. You and a teacher can pair up and pay for a Zoom subscription. The only disadvantage of paying for a Zoom subscription is that if you are sharing the Zoom subscription, you can't have two classes at the same time. So 7,000 will not kill you. You could negotiate with the parents, and the parent is willing to pay you 50k every month, and is, even if it's not even if it's not many students, it's just one, because you cannot easily use OneNote easily. It doesn't mean that you cannot use OneNote on a phone. I have a student that uses OneNote on his phone. He uses OneNote. When I give classwork to do, I will just share him the link. He will just open it and he will use OneNote on his phone. He will use his hand as writing. He will write with it. He will write with it. So you don't need to wait. The only thing is, the parents need to understand that you will soon get a laptop. That is all. What I can only tell you is that, well, with a phone, it's not all companies that will take phones. That is true. But you can get a personal client from maybe the school that you teach, or from maybe a parent you've been communicating with, and you'll be like, I can teach online. No, I can teach your child online. No, he has been struggling at relate with parents. If you cannot relate with the parents in your school, let the parents in your school help you reach out to another parent that needs. That's what networking is. That's what networking is. That's what networking is. You can even go on your WhatsApp status. I'm looking for student. Or you can go to on your WhatsApp and say, if you know someone that needs an online tutor, I am available. I am available. I am available for maths. I'm available for science. You can start it this night. The only thing that you have to know how to do is to know how to use your Zoom and your Google Meet, anyone you want to use. Zoom is usually preferred, but Google Meet is what I use currently. I don't even use Zoom. It doesn't mean that I cannot use Zoom. Of course I can. Didn't I pay for Zoom Pro? I started paying for Zoom Pro at the beginning. But when I got on a laptop fully, and I got to know about OneNote, I said, what's the point of paying for Zoom? I now stopped paying for Zoom. But you see that I'm using a laptop, not a phone. But Zoom, with 7,000, you have access to everything. 7,000 naira every month, you have access to everything. So that should cancel out from your mind. Remove that from your mind, that you need to have expensive laptop, except you want to get an average laptop. Maybe you want to borrow from somebody that you trust, that will be patient with you to repay back that money in 2 to 3, 4 months. But you can start with a phone. It's even better. You are paying, when you start with a phone and you are making money, you now have higher amount to pay for a job. So at that point, you will no more be paying 2,000 now. You will now start paying maybe 5,000. It has increased. Do you understand? It has added. That is the wisdom in it. Don't limit yourself. I'm just taking a break. I really want to take a break. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Are you guys going to still be here? If I take like 3 minutes break, will you guys still be here? Are you people not willing to take a break like 3 minutes or 5 minutes? Tell me if you want to take a break like three, because I've been saying a lot and I know that some people's head are already pounding. So I want to know if you want a break like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Let me know in the chat that you want a break of like 3 minutes to 5 minutes. Okay, let's just hear. All right. So who said no break? Okay. No break. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. 5 minutes. Yeah, I will do 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I will do 5 minutes break. I want to take a break. 5 minutes break. So 5 minutes break, and ensure you can be here for the 5 minutes. Like you don't need to leave here. Just remain here. Just remain here, right? I'm going to something's going to be playing at the background, all right? And we'll go on to take a break. I want to believe we are all back. We are all back. I want to believe we are all back. Our 5 minutes break is over. Our 5 minutes break is over. Our 5 minutes break is over. All right. All right. All right. All right. So I'm going to continue. I actually want to believe that we're back here. I want to believe that we're back here. You see, when I said 5 minutes, I was back 5 minutes. I did not waste time. I was back 5 minutes. So that is the importance of time. When you say 5 minutes, your 5 minutes should be 5 minutes. When you say 3 minutes, it should be 3 minutes. When you say it's 1 hour, it should be an hour. Always be conscious of time because time doesn't wait for anybody. So the next one that we have here, only certified international tutors get hired. That is not true. That is one of the myths, that only certified international tutors get hired. But the truth is that what parents need is result. They don't need you to be certified. Your NCE can get you hired. Your SSCE can get you hired. Yes. Some people in the university, they've not gotten degree and they are teaching online. Do you doubt? Some people haven't gotten degree. They are teaching online already. And they are making more than you that has gotten NCE, BSc, MED, and you are in the classroom. Or is it passion that will feed you? You will not take care of different responsibilities. See, that is a myth. Parents hire for results. They want you to give them results. They want to communicate properly. They don't just need your qualification. It's not necessary. Qualifications matter. Note, there are places that qualifications will take you to, but that is a myth. Like it's true that it's going to open more opportunities for you and even make you feel seen all over. But let me tell you that you can get started even without those qualifications. As far as you give tangible results, as far as you are result driven, why not? Then we have online tutoring doesn't pay as well as physical lessons. Who told you? This is one of the myths I've seen, that online tutoring doesn't pay as much as physical lessons. Who said? Who said you? Physical lessons, Let me tell you, it doesn't mean that physical lessons pay as well. Yes, physical lessons pay. It does. It pays. But I can tell you that there are some clients that will pay more that are outside this country. So physical lessons, they will limit you to the locality, to a particular location. What kind of people are in that location to even start with? That's physical lessons. So you will not really earn as much. In your locality, you may see someone that will tell you you have to teach them 4 times in a week and you come physically and they will pay you 60,000 or 50,000. That could be big or huge for some people, but compared to what you've seen so far, you see that is a huge time dump. Yes, you just dumped your time. Well, you could start with that. I did not say you should not start with that. You could start with that and save up something, but let's even analyze it, because you are going to spend transport too. You spend transport, you spend more time. You will not be able to teach back to back. You'll be limited. You can't have online. You can have 5 to 6, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9. And you've had 4 classes back to back. But physical classes, you have 1 class at Island. You have another class at Ikoyi. I'm mentioning big places. So maybe you are making so much, like 100K, 150K for 1 client. You will spend transport now. Transport will eat more, you will eat 1/3 or half of that money. You now go to Ikoyi. You now finally teach. Maybe at the end of the day, you only have 2 classes that day, because the stress of moving is a lot. That's why some people online can have 10 classes in a day because they are just on their chair. Maybe that chair is so well relaxed, like really relaxing. That is why they have the ability to teach 10 hours in a day. Now, we also have another thing. Clients abroad, they will pay you in higher currencies, especially if you have a direct link with them and maybe they are not directly Nigerians. But even some Nigerians still pay in foreign currencies. They maybe their country is free of tax, they pay in foreign currency. Do you understand? It also depends. Then that it's too saturated. Too many tutors are there already. Who said you how I just analyzed 4 million teachers. That 4 million teachers includes teachers that are in the rural area, the ones that don't even know that WhatsApp, that they don't even have, they are not even on WhatsApp. They can't even afford airtime, not to talk more of data. You'll be paying 1,000, 2,000. 1,000 cannot even do data. When we now talk about data, you know that some online tutors, they now have the ability to pay 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 100,000 for internet every month. Tell me where which salary we guarantee that you will be using 20k, 40k, 50k to buy internet? Which salary? How much? That is some people's salary already. Some people are not making up to 40k and some online tutors are paying 40k for internet. Check it now. Check it. That is your only cost. If there is any other expenses, maybe your rent. Rent is part of, it's always, that's always been part of the bill. All these black taxes like water, you pay for water, you pay for lights, you pay for you buy fuel, you maybe I don't like transport and other things for your children and the rest. Those other black taxes, they have been there before. But now, improving your means, improving your living, online teaching will guarantee that. You'll be surprised when you stay in your house, you are teaching for the next 1 year only in your house. Your body will become fresh. You'll be fresh. That I'm too old, and I'm too new to tech. Who said that? Who said that? See, those people that saying they are saturated, be brand yourself. And that's what I also talk about. I just hope I'm able to finish that before the end of this call. I will talk about branding. Branding is not complex. It's not as complex as people make it to be. It's not complex. It's just that branding would lead you to finding your grounds in this field. You need to find your grounds. What makes you stand out. That's what branding does. So we are going to look at that. I am too old. Who said? Who said your skill matters more than your age? That's it. You don't need to be a tech wizard. There is now AI self. You don't need to be a tech wizard to be able to do so much. Ask AI. Go to AI mode. Go to AI mode. It's on Google. When you search, click on AI mode. There is always this AI mode, overview, images, text, all. Just click on AI mode and ask it. It will give you step by step. Any step you don't understand, ask it again. I don't understand this particular step. Put it into quotes in quotes and say, please, I don't understand. Help me with it. I can't see this step. Snap. Ask questions. Inquire. Inquire now. Inquire. You are not too old to learn things. You're not too old. That's why they call it lifelong learning. As long as you are still alive, you can learn. As long as you are still alive, you can understand things. As long as you are still alive and you can see, you can hear, you can smell, you can talk. You even have legs to walk and go and check things for yourself. Why not? Then the last thing, the last myth I see that people they say you need to own a website. That's how. Do you know what is website? Are you are you serious right now? You need to own a website before you start. So what is holding you? Like Why will you be waiting to have a website? Who will you even visit it? You've not gotten results. You are looking for website. You need results now. You need results first before you think of website. So look for people to teach online so you can get result. Document this result, screenshot if they are written as a written message. You need to document it, write it somewhere, maybe as a slide, or that's what makes you, that's what is important. So you can create a portfolio or a slide of yourself using Canva. We'll talk about that on that day. So I know what people are thinking of is they are looking for technical tools, teaching of technical tools. Technical tools, yes, is one of it. It's one of it. But when you understand all of this, you will have the motivation to learn the technical tool no matter how hard it is. You need to understand this one that I'm saying. Understand it. Take it. It's going to be hard. Take it. Understand that you don't necessarily need to own a website, but you can build one or two things, one or two digital prints for yourself, like a slide of yourself that'll start as your portfolio, your CV. These are your digital prints. These are what you really need if you want to apply. But if you are meeting a client one-on-one, they don't need, what they need is tell them you can do it. I can do it. That is all. I can do it is all they need. I can do it. I can take a child from this stage to this stage. That is where we now talk about branding. So this is where we are concluding today. We are going to conclude with branding. Branding is the last part we have today before 11 p.m. And I can tell you that we are going to conclude this class by 11 p.m. In this class by 11 p.m. So after this section, I will open the WhatsApp group. If you are not on this WhatsApp group, you can drop your questions in the chat. All right, you can drop your questions in the chat so that by the next live stream, we will start with answering those questions. So once you come late, note that you may need to rewatch this stream to check or to find out what I might have said, or to check the chat and see what people might have said about the whole thing. So take note of that. So the last thing we have today is branding. I can tell you that the simplest thing to this is the simplest of it. Branding is the simplest. Understanding yourself is you that knows you know your strength. You know what you teach. Whether you are teaching Yoruba, or you are teaching CRS, you are teaching economics, you are teaching business studies, you are teaching maths, you are teaching English, you are teaching which other subject are you teaching? You are teaching handwriting, you are teaching reading, you are teaching English language. What are you can teach it online. Some people teach abacus online. You can teach chess. I teach. See, as I'm teaching maths and I'm teaching science, I am a professional in chess. I still teach chess online. I have students that I teach chess online. You can teach coding, robotics. You can teach anything, even as simple as Canva. You can teach Canva and everything inside it and all small tweaks. You can teach video editing. You are a teacher. You already understand this thing. This is what people want to understand. They want to know what you are doing. That is where you now come. You now say, so take this formula down. I help who? That is the first way to start. I help who? Achieve what? I help who? Achieve what? Then the last one is true. Then your how. I help who? Achieve what? True how. So this is an example. I help dash achieve dash. True dash. Now I will give people freedom to start dropping your own in the chat. I help dash achieve dash. True dash. I help dash achieve dash. True dash. I help dash achieve dash. True dash. For example, I help students prepare for 11 plus and SAT exam in the UK through personalized lessons. It's that simple. So start dropping yours in the chat. That is how we are going to conclude this stream soon. Start dropping it in the chat. Start dropping it in the chat. I help dash achieve dash. So drop it, drop in the chat, drop in the chat, drop in the chat. I'm waiting. If you have questions, drop. Once you drop your branding, go ahead and ask questions. This is question time. We have only 10 minutes left to take in questions. 10 minutes to take in questions. Exactly. Stephen Igare, exactly. I help students achieve understanding of complex subjects through interactive classes and well explained lessons. That's all. Doesn't need to be too hard. This is what you portray yourself, and you keep telling, I am Rav the expert. I help students prepare for 11 plus and SAT exams in the UK through personalized lessons. I'm done. I have introduced myself. Oh, what subject do you teach? Oh, I focus majorly maths and science, but I have tutors for English and other curriculums or other subjects. Do you understand? I help pupils achieve I help pupils achieve good reading habits through personalized lessons. Exactly. You've gotten it. Is it that hard? Is it difficult? It's not hard. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Ask yourself. Ask questions. Ask questions here. Ask questions. Yeah, I help students. I can see this. Interesting. I help students in year 1 to year 3 in English, maths, and science achieve good success through personalized lessons. That is exactly how it is. That's it. That's what branding is. Branding should not be made to be too hard. That is a simple formula. You can tweak it. You can. Well, there could be other formulas, but this formula is quite easy. At least it's easily adaptable with LinkedIn. With LinkedIn. So at least if you go to LinkedIn now, you see people that are putting themselves out. You know that now you know how to put yourself out. You go to LinkedIn, you create a profile, you use the caption you have and put yourself there. Put a very good professional image of you. Snap with a plain background or with a cinematic background. You can go to a studio. If you don't have money to go to a studio, you can use Gemini creates images. You snap multiple photos of yourself and you create image. So you can brand yourself that way, create account and put yourself out there. This is just the first section. Oh, we are having 24 sections and each of those sections will be powerful. This is the series 24. After those 24 sections, we can decide to start a new series. But I can tell you that these 24 sections will cook you. It will it will it will It will regenerate you completely. You can rewatch this stream again and you will appreciate the intentionality that was put into this stream. You will appreciate the intentionality that was put into this stream. I help students achieve and familiarize themselves with knowledge of happenings in their environment as an historian. That is correct. That are your Deji Okpeoluwa, you understand this thing. This is this is it. This is it. This is how you can introduce yourself. This is what you call personal. You've personalized it. It's your brand. This is who it is you. It is you. I help learners achieve good handwriting through personalized lessons. Correct. So if I'm asked what are my expectations for signing up for online teaching, what should be my response? Well, that question you should have your own expectations. What you want as an online tutor. Your expectations as an online tutor. I personally I want to as an online tutor, I want to make a whole lot for myself in finances. I want to be on the global stage. Beyond online teaching. Online teaching is one aspect. This is what this series is for. For you to understand that there is more than this in this space. Online teaching is one out of everything. So we are just doing one aspect, which is a gold mine. Like it's worth your attention. That's what I'm saying. It's worth your attention. So if you spend the next 6 months on this series, it's worth it. After 6 months, 6 months is enough. That's 24 weeks. 24 live sections like this. Before you know it, the 24 is actually gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 24. It's gone. It may not even be up to 6 months. Some people here would have gotten students by then. More than. Some people say may not even see it worth it being on this, coming to this stream after 24 weeks. But it will be worth it eventually because there will be more series to go down. And we are using the community to connect with ourselves and to, yeah, we are doing a lot with the community. Maybe I may create another group, I don't know. But if you think I should create another group for another set of teachers because that group is filled up, it's just that, or probably I will create a WhatsApp channel so that those that come after now, they can join the WhatsApp channel. Then I will also include the WhatsApp channel link on my my YouTube channel so that everybody that comes here can access it easily. So at least WhatsApp channels can take as many people as possible, but WhatsApp group can only take 1,024 with addition of me. So I want to believe that I've been able to pour out myself this night and you were able to gain value from this section, and that this section you did not get tired at any point and you got motivated. Tired in the sense that it was not a boring discussion, it was worth your time. And we look forward to even a more profitable discussion and not pet talks, right? A more profitable discussion. Note that I did not guess this. I've designed the 24 weeks curriculum from the beginning that we started today till the 24th week. It's already prepared. So note that missing any of the sections, you've missed a great deal of this section, of this series. Don't miss any of this series. Take care, as I'll be ending the stream soon. All right? I'll be ending the stream soon.